Rockies and Dodgers, game 2 of a 3-game series. Rockies taking the first game. They're 3-2 on the year. Dodgers are 2-2. Tonight, Alex Wood makes his first start as a returner to the Dodgers after starting his career there, then getting traded to the Reds last season along with Matt Kemp and Yasiel Puig. Now he's back after signing a 1-year deal with Los Angeles. Here's how he did last year. Only pitched 35 2/3 innings in Cincinnati. ERA of 5.80, 41 hits allowed, 30 strikeouts against 9 walks. It was a minus 0.2 wins above replacement campaign for Wood. He'll face David Dahl, the center fielder, to lead things off. Off to a slow start to the season, does have a couple games with hits. Last game in San Diego in 15 innings, got that go-ahead 2-run double. There's a first pitch outside. Dahl in an injury-shortened season last year did get over 400 plate appearances, had a 1.3 WAR. Pitch from Wood is swung on and pulled foul. Game time weather, it's 52 degrees under partly cloudy skies. A beautiful evening here in Los Angeles as we end the month of March. 1-1 pitch in the lefty-lefty matchup is taken high and away. All last season at .302 with a .353 on base percentage, .524 slugging. And the 2-1 is taken inside. Trevor Story waiting on deck, and a 3-ball, 1-strike count to David Dahl. Mentioned the slow start for Dahl. It's really been impacting the entirety of the top of the Rockies order. There's a swing and a fly ball to the left. It's going to hook down the line, and it will go foul. Makes it a full count on Dahl. And the 3-2 offering is swung on and chopped foul. And 3-2 one more time is swung on and pulled foul, so Dahl working at least a 7-pitch at bat here. Here comes another 3-2. And that's one swung on and fouled out of play. At least 9 pitches. Dahl will see this at bat now. Good way to start off this one. And the 3-2 is swung on and fouled out of play. This will be at least a 10-pitch plate appearance to start the game for David Dahl. Dahl last year showed he could hit against both lefties and righties, as the 3-2 again is taken outside. Really good plate appearance by David Dahl to lead off this game. 10 pitches and he draws a walk. So that'll put the first runner on for Trevor Story. Story only hitting .182 through the first 5 games of the season. Won the Silver Slugger Award for shortstops in 2019. He's coming off a 4.9 WAR campaign. Wood from the set position gets ready to deliver his first pitch to Story with Dahl on first. And that one's low and away. Story in his career against Wood has good numbers, 4 for 11. One of those hits a home run. Here comes the 1-0. It's taken low. Story last year, .294 with a .363 on base percentage, .554 slugging. .2-0 pitch is taken for a strike at the knees. Here comes a 2-1, and that's also taken for a strike, and the count evens at 2. Home plate umpire Ed Drummond, Clyde Washington at first, Earl Hendricks at second, and Eddie Keller is over at third base today. So some interesting calls in yesterday's ball game as the 2-2 to Story is taken outside. Charlie Blackmon waiting on deck. A couple of good plate appearances to start things off for the Rockies as Dahl and Story both work full counts. Here comes another 3-2 to Story. And it swung on and grounded to short. Go to second for one, back to first, and that is a double play. Quickly 2 outs now. Look at the rest of the starting lineup for the Rockies. It's pretty much the same as what we've been seeing. This Elias Diaz catching in the number 8 spot. But Dahl, Story, Blackmon, Arenado, Murphy, McMahon, Desmond, and John Gray is batting 9th and pitching today. Charlie Blackmon now with 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch from Wood is taken for a strike. Blackmon had a 3-WAR campaign last year. He's getting off to a bit of a better start now. 286 he's got that average up to. A few hits in the previous 2 ball games. 0-1 pitch from Wood is taken for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Blackmon.
I got to count 0-2.
2 for 4 yesterday. One of those hits a double for Blackmon. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. It swung on and missed. So 19 pitches thrown by Wood in that first inning, but he's able to get out of trouble. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless, Rockies and Dodgers. John Gray makes his second start of the season. That first start went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits. 4 strikeouts against 4 walks, so he's sitting on a 5.40 ERA through 1 appearance. It's a pretty good opening day start. Just gave up a couple home runs, 2-run shot to Will Myers and a solo home run to Eric Hosmer for his undoing. Justin Turner leads things off. He's on a 4-game hitting streak, so he's hitting every game he's played in to begin the year. Got the Dodgers on top early yesterday with a 2-run home run. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it in the air to left. Desmond going over, and he'll camp under it and make the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for John Gray here in the bottom of the first. Take a look at the rest of the lineup for the Dodgers. Corey Seager bats second, shortstop. Mookie Betts in left field bats third. Cleanup batter, Cody Bellinger, the right fielder. Then Muncy at first. Peterson bats sixth, plays center field. Gavin Lux at second base. The catcher will be Will Smith, and then Alex Wood will be your starting pitcher. Same lineup as yesterday for LA. Corey Seager, the batter now. First pitch from Gray is swung on and popped up foul territory. Desmond going over, and he'll just get a better look at where it lands. Seager had 3.1 wins above replacement last year. Just need him to stay healthy to the Dodgers. One's taken low and away from Gray. 1 ball, 1 strike. Seager hit .272 with a .335 on base percentage, .483 slugging. Very good defender as well. We saw some nice plays from him in yesterday's ball game. Gray delivers a 1-1 pitch, and it's swung on and lined toward left field. Desmond coming over, and he'll get there to make the catch for out number 2. There's Mookie Betts off to a bit of a slow start through the first 4 games of his Dodgers tenure. Won a Silver Slugger Award last year. 6.9 wins above replacement for Betts in 2019. His final year as a member of the Red Sox, unless they re-sign him in free agency after this offseason. First pitch from Gray is taken well inside. Betts sitting on 139 career home runs across his 6 seasons in Boston. Betts last year at .295, a .391 on base, and .524 slugging. 1-0 from Gray is taken low and away. 2-0 pitch is also outside. 3-0 now. Cody Bellinger waiting on deck. Gray put up 2.9 wins above replacement in his 2019 season. Nice bounce back from a bit of a rough year in 2018. 3-0 to Betts is right down there for a strike. So Wood had to work a little bit in the first inning. There's a swing and a line drive towards left field. Desmond's going back. He's got a beat on it, and he'll make the catch. Quicker inning for John Gray. They're through an inning of play. Scoreless, Dodgers and Rockies. Top of the second inning, Nolan Arenado leads off. He's got 2 home runs already on the season, the only Rocky with any home runs this year. Gold Glove Award winner last year. Gold Glove Award winner at third base in every single year of his career. He's the first batter that Alex Wood will face in this second. First pitch is taken outside. Arenado with a 3-run home run in last night's ball game. You see 5 for 24 off of Alex Wood in his career with a handful of strikeouts. Arenado usually hits better against lefties. But Wood has his number a little bit. 1-0 pitch is just a bit outside. .2-0 to Arenado is swung on and pulled foul down the third base line. Arenado collected 7.1 wins above replacement last year. That was 5th in baseball. 2nd in the National League after Cody Bellinger, who we'll also see in this game. There's a strike, and the count evens at 2. And the 2-2 pitch to Arenado is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's out number 1. Second strikeout of the day for Alex Wood. Blackman to end that first inning.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
In now steps Daniel Murphy with 1 out in the top of the second. Left-on-left matchup. First pitch from Wood is taken for a strike. Murphy only hitting .136 to start the year. I mentioned the struggles atop the Rockies order. Murphy collected 1.2 WAR in 2019, his first year as a Rocky. The 0-1 pitch from Wood is taken just a bit outside. Murphy's got 135 home runs across 11 seasons. Started his career with the New York Mets. There's a pitch outside, and it's 2-1. Played really well in that 2015 postseason for the Mets. Then went to the Washington Nationals for a couple seasons with the Rockies. And the 2-1 pitch from Wood to Murphy is taken outside.
That ball went out.
Ryan McMahon waiting on deck. Another hitter looking to get things going early on. Comes a 3-1 from Wood, and it's swung on and missed. Full count. Murphy last year at .279, .328 on base, .452 slugging percentage. Not terrible numbers, but you'd like to see a little bit more for what Murphy's contract is looking like and just from your first baseman in general. Really offensive position. 3-2 pitch coming from Wood to Murphy, and it's swung on and lifted in the air to center. That's Peterson, who's got a beat on it, and he will make the catch for out number 2. That'll leave things up to Ryan McMahon here in the second. McMahon only hitting .091 early on. 1.7 wins above replacement in 2019. Another left-on-left matchup. Pitch from Wood to McMahon is taken for a strike on the outside corner. McMahon last year, .250, .329 on base percentage, and .450 slugging percentage in his first real shot at everyday action. Comes the 0-1 to McMahon, and it's taken low.
The count 1-1.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
McMahon does hit well against lefties. Actually has had reverse splits in his career. And the 1-2 pitch is just a bit inside. Count evens at 2. Saw in 2018, the one thing that the Rockies wanted McMahon to do a little bit better was not to be as selective as he was, sometimes taking pitches when he could be swinging. Don't often see that being the problem from a young hitter, but it was in McMahon's case. Just swinging a ground ball up the middle. On the backhand is Lux. He makes the play in the dirt, but it's dug out by Muncy, and that'll retire the side. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Bellinger will lead off in a scoreless ball game. Cody Bellinger leads off the top of the second. So he's got a home run on the year. He was the Most Valuable Player Award winner back in 2019. He had the highest WAR in the National League at 8. First pitch from Gray is taken down and in. Whopping 10 for 16 with 4 doubles in Bellinger's career against Gray. 1-0 is swung on and lined foul. Bellinger put up .305 average, a .406 on base, and a .629 slugging last year. Only players in baseball to have a better WAR were Mike Trout and Alex Bregman, as that one's low. 2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch, swung on and lined into center field over the glove of a leaping Story. That's a base hit. Now 11 for 17 in the career off Gray is Bellinger. Here's Max Muncy now, with Bellinger on first and nobody out. First pitch from Gray is taken low and away. Muncy, a very good year last year, at 5.1 wins above replacement. Still one of the more underrated players in the game, but he's on a very stacked Dodgers team. 1-0 pitch is taken outside.
2 balls, no strikes.
Muncy, a 5th-round pick back in 2012, played for the Oakland Athletics to begin his career as he takes a strike on the inside corner. 2-1 the count. Signed an extension with the Dodgers this offseason after being unable to come to terms on an agreement for a 1-year arbitration contract. They decided just to extend him instead. 2-1 pitch from Gray is taken just a bit high. Jack Peterson waiting on deck. It's a 3-1 count on Muncy with Bellinger on first base and nobody out. Muncy last year at .251, .374 on base, and .515 slugging. 3-1 from Gray is swung on and flared to shallow right field coming in is Blackman. He's going to have to play it on a hop. Bellinger takes the turn, and he's going to head to third. Got runners on the corners with nobody out now for the Dodgers. Really came inside there on Muncy, but he was able to fight it off and flare it into shallow right field. And that's going to give the Dodgers a pretty good scoring opportunity now. Batter is Jack Peterson. First pitch from Gray is taken for a strike. Peterson, 3 wins above replacement last year, same as Charlie Blackmon. Peterson hit .249, .339 on base, .538 slugging. Runs down and in. Blackmon was a better hitter last year, and Peterson was a better defender, but both metrics get factored in to produce a total WAR metric, and both players had the same value and factored everything in. It's a 2-1 count now to Peterson. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Here comes a 2-2 from Gray to Peterson, and it's strike 3 called. He got him on strikes. That's out number 1, and that sets up a double play possibility now, as Gray picks up his first strikeout of the day. And the batter will be Gavin Lux, hitting .286 with a home run early on in this season. First pitch is taken for a strike. Only 82 plate appearances for Lux in his first rookie action in 2019. The minus .0.1 WAR, but there's not a whole lot of data to work with there. 1-1 pitch from Gray is outside and low. Lux hit .240 with a .305 on base and .400 slugging. Got a couple home runs in there. And the 2-1 from Gray, runners on the corners with 1 out. One's taken for a strike. Count evens at 2. There's Bellinger on third and Muncy on first. into right center field. That's actually fairly deep, and that's going to be off the top of the wall. It's going to get one run home, and Bellinger now being waved around third, and scoring is Muncy, and the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead. 2-run double for Gavin Lux. That's his first double of the year. Already had a home run. So 2-0 Dodgers. Will Smith, the batter. He takes first pitch outside. Smith and Austin Barnes, the two catchers on the Dodgers roster, as that one's a strike at the knees. Smith had an RBI base on balls in yesterday's ball game, otherwise was 0 for 2. And the 1-1 is taken high and away. Will Smith had a very good year from the power department last year. 2-1 pitch coming from Gray. He swung on and chopped to short. Story makes the play, and that's out number 2. Advancing to third is Lux. He's there with 2 out. Pitcher Alex Wood now. Gray worked a 1-2-3 first inning. A little bit more trouble here in the second. First pitch is taken inside. 12 of 24 pitches for strikes for Gray, so half the time. All those pitches coming, those 24 pitches in the second inning. He's at 33 overall. And here comes a 1-0. He takes a look at third, and his pitch is swung on and popped up. Desmond to his left camps under it, and he makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers push 2 runs across the board, and they lead at 2-0. 2-run double for Gavin Lux. Bottom of the order coming up for the Rockies in the third. Ian Desmond leads things off in the third inning. He's hitting .333 on the young season, has a 5-game hitting streak. He's hit in the first 5 games of the new season. 3 runs batted in. Last year had a minus .0.8 WAR campaign. First pitch from the lefty Wood is swung on and grounded to third. Turner up with the ball and throws to first, 4 out number 1.
The catcher, number 35, Elias Diaz.
Bring up Elias Diaz. You can see hitting .300 on the young season. Had a 3-hit game in his start in the San Diego series against the lefty Lucchesi. Started last night also against the lefty David Price, and now the lefty Wood. Swinging a foul back over the screen. So 3 hits in his last 9 at-bats for Diaz. 0-1 pitch is taken high. Diaz had a minus .0.4 WAR in 2019 with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Non-tendered by them at the deadline this offseason, then picked up on a minor league deal with the Rockies and made the team out of spring training. This takes one outside. The count is 2-1. And the pitch is in for just a bit outside. Smith held it for an extra beat to show his displeasure with that call. Here comes a 3-1. And it's down and in, ball 4. He walked him. Bring up the pitcher John Gray with Diaz on first base now. 1 out. Gray looking for his first hit of the season. Sacrifice situation. And the first pitch is bunted to first. Muncy throws to second for 1, back to first. It's a double play. John Gray bunts into a double play to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third. Top of the order is due up for the Dodgers in a 2-0 ball game. They lead it. Top of the order for the Dodgers, Justin Turner leads off, flied out his first time up. He's off to a 4-for-19 start to 2020. And the first pitch is taken for a strike. 1-for-4 with that 2-run home run in yesterday's ball game. Dodgers had that 2-0 lead yesterday as well before Arenado hit the 3-run homer. There's a swing and a pop-up, foul territory, first base side, Murphy coming over, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey.
And that will bring up Corey Seager. Flied out his first time up as well, as Gray got a few fly ball outs in that first inning. Very quick first inning. 3 for 16 to begin the year for Seager. It's below the Mendoza line, but there's plenty of season left to go. First pitch, swing and a miss.
0-1.
Seager was picked in the first round of the 2012 draft. His brother Kyle plays for the Seattle Mariners, plays third base for them. The 0-1 pitch is down and in. 1-1 from Gray is swung on and chopped foul down the third base line. Makes it 1-2 on Seager. Swinging a flare to third base. Arenado barely has to move on that broken bat, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, the left fielder, Mookie Betts.
And Mookie Betts, the batter. 2 for 16 start to his Dodgers career. He flied out his first time up in that 1-2-3 inning for Gray. And Gray's first pitch is taken low and away. Betts has produced 31.5 career WAR. 1-0 is low. That's just a bit high. 3 balls and no strikes with Cody Bellinger waiting on deck, last year's National League Most Valuable Player. 3-0 to Betts is taken for a strike. And here we go, 3-1. That's in there for a strike on the outside corner with a big sweeping breaking ball, and the count goes full. Waiting on a 3-2 now from Gray, and it swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nice pitch from Gray, and he's worked a couple 1-2-3 innings in this game. Just gave up 2 runs in that second. It's good here in the third. We'll see if the Rockies can get their first hit in the 4th inning. David Dahl leads things off in the 4th. He drew a walk in the first inning. A couple of walks in this game for the Rockies. Dahl got a walk, then Story grounded into a double play. And Diaz got a walk in the 3rd inning, and Gray bunted into a double play. First pitch is outside. Dahl worked a 10-pitch plate appearance his first time up, after a 1-pitch plate appearance in his first plate appearance of yesterday's ballgame, in which he got a double. Swings and pops one foul and out of play here. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Dahl. 1-1 pitch from Wood is swung on and lined, fair down the left field line. That's going to head towards the corner. Betts over to cut it off. Dahl will cruise into second base, though, with a leadoff double here in the 4th as the Rockies look to get something going. That's their first hit of the ball game. 3rd double of the year for Dahl. He has 3 straight games with a double now. And here is Trevor Story with nobody out, runner on second base in David Dahl. First pitch from Wood is taken for a strike. Wood takes a look at second, fires in the pitch, and that's a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Story. Story, first-round pick back in 2011, made the team out of spring training in 2016 to make his major league debut and hit 2 home runs off Zach Greinke at Chase Field against the Arizona Diamondbacks in his debut. 0-2 pitch is taken inside. Comes a 1-2 to Story. It swung on and lifted in the air to left. Betts camping under it. He'll make the catch, and Dahl will have to stay put. That's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackman.
49 pitches now for Alex Wood. That means his next pitch will be number 50 on the day from Charlie Blackman, who's 6 for 22 to begin the year. Struck out his first time up to end that first inning. And the pitch from Wood is taken low and away. Blackman, very good numbers in his career against the lefty. Wood 9 for 19. Blackman does a good job of hitting both lefties and righties. 1-0 pitch is taken low. From the stretch, Wood takes a look at second, fires in a 2-0, and it's swung on and chopped foul. So that'll bring up a predictable hitters count for Charlie Blackman, fastball count. 2-1 from Wood is swung on and fouled the other way, and count evens at 2. Two swung on and grounded to short. Seager makes the play for out number 2. And with 2 outs now, the Rockies are in danger of stranding that leadoff double from David Dahl at second base. Nolan Arenado, the batter, 4 for 17 start to his year. He struck out his first time up. 2 of his 4 hits are home runs. First pitch from Wood is taken high. Arenado hitting .333 with runners in scoring position in a very small sample to begin the new year. Wood takes a look at second, and his 1-0 pitch to Arenado is swung on and chopped into left field, a base hit. Dahl is going to be waved around the third by Stu Cole. The throw to the plate is not in time. RBI single for Nolan Arenado puts the Rockies on the board. As Dahl scores, they trail it 2-1. And we'll see if Daniel Murphy can keep the line moving with 2 outs here. Arenado on first base. First pitch from Wood is swung on and pulled foul. Murphy flied out his first time up. 3 hits and 23 at-bats to begin the year for Murphy. .01 is taken down and in, as the Rockies could use a little Coors Field to get going. It's been a bit of a rough road trip from the offensive standpoint. Pitching has enabled the Rockies to have a 3-2 record going into this game. 1-1 from Wood is taken for a strike. '60th pitch of the day coming from Wood. It'll be a 1-2 to Murphy. Arenado on first base with 2 outs. And the pitch is taken high and tight. Here comes that 2-2. And it's outside. Full count now on Murphy with Ryan McMahon waiting on deck. He's really looking to get things going this year. The 3-2. It's taken outside. Ball 4, he walked him. That'll bring up Ryan McMahon, who is definitely due for some hits.
The batter, number McMahon.
Grounded one out to second base his first time up. Lux made a nice backhanded play. 2 hits and 23 at-bats to begin the year for McMahon. That's only an .087 batting average, but like we've been saying, plenty of season left to get things going. First pitch to McMahon is taken outside, ball 1. 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game was McMahon. The 1-0 is swung on and belted. Deep right field, way back, and gone. 3-run home run for Ryan McMahon. Maybe that'll get him going. 425 feet off the bat. That's the first home run of the year for McMahon. First extra base hit. 105.1 mile per hour exit velocity. And that puts the Rockies on top. Boy, was McMahon ever due for a hit like that. All coming with 2 outs. It is 4-2 Rockies. And that will bring up Ian Desmond.
The left fielder, number 20, Ian.
First pitch taken high and tight.
Count 1-0.
23 pitches now in this inning for Wood. As Ian Desmond grounded out his first time up. 6 hits and 19 at-bats. He's had a pretty good start to the season as Desmond, looking to continue that 5-game hitting streak. And that one's taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Desmond. Here comes the 1-1. And swing and a miss for strike 2.
Count 1 and 2.
Desmond, very good numbers against left-handed pitching in his career and in his Rockies career as well, in which he struggled against some righties, but very good against lefties still. His high and away count evens at 2. Next pitch of the day will be number 69 from Alex Wood. And swing and a miss. Desmond chases one above the letters. That'll retire the side, but not before Ryan McMahon tattoos a baseball. A 3-run shot. See, Bellinger didn't even move in right. Rockies take a 4-2 lead. (4-2) Rockies. Bottom of the 4th inning, 4-2 Rockies after the McMahon 3-run homer. John Gray will face Cody Bellinger, who has absolutely crushed Gray in his career. This pitch is taken for a strike on the knee. Is Gray now with an opportunity to play with a lead? As you can see, McMahon playing in the shift for Bellinger. 0-1 pitch is swung on and chopped foul. Quickly 0-2 on Bellinger. Gray will attempt to retire him, something he has not done often in his career. The 0-2 is taken inside.
The count is 1 and 2.
Pitch number 50 of the day coming from Gray. The 1-2 is outside.
That's outside.
And the 2-2 again. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Diaz for out number 1. 3rd strikeout of the day for John Gray. He's had a little bit of a blip there in the 2nd inning, but he's looked good in the 1st and 3rd, and that's a great way to start off the 4th. Here's Max Muncy. Got a base hit his first time up. Flared one into shallow right. He takes first pitch inside.
That's inside.
One around to score on the 2-run double from Gavin Lux. 4 hits and 15 at-bats to begin the year for Muncy. Seems to save his best performances for when he faces the Colorado Rockies as he takes one low. 2-0 is swung on and chopped foul the other way. That one's outside. 3 balls and a strike. Waiting on deck is Jock Peterson. As Gray looks to shut down the Dodgers after his team gives him the lead. It's outside, ball 4. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate in Jock Peterson as Muncy takes his base.
Now batting, center fielder.
Peterson struck out his first time up. 2 hits and 12 at bats to begin the year. First pitch from Gray is taken away. Peterson, as we mentioned, not the greatest of numbers against Gray in his career. 5 for 31 with 8 strikeouts. Has decent speed, but this is a batter you can double up, and that's what Gray is no doubt looking for here. The 1-0 is taken for a strike. Gray just looking to stay healthy this year and effective. Things that he's struggled to do both at the same time, really, throughout his career. 1-1 pitch. It's taken inside. We spoke to John Gray this offseason. Sam Bradfield of Purple Row, the managing editor, was able to, and Gray said he has a couple goals for this year. Wants to throw 200 innings, wants to strike out 200 batters. And the 2-1 is swung on and chopped foul. He's got to the 100 plateau in both areas. Still looking to reach over 200, though. And if he's healthy, he can do it. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled out of play. And the 2-2 swung on and popped up. Desmond coming over towards the line. He will have room to make the catch crossing into foul territory, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, number 48.
That'll bring up Gavin Lux. Had that 2-run double his first time up. 5 for 15 start to his season. He's off to a good start in a season in which he still has rookie eligibility. As he swings and lines one towards left field. Desmond going over. He has a beat on this one. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Gray shuts down the Dodgers in the 4th, and the Rockies lead at 4-2 with the 8-9-1 hitters due up in the 5th. Elias Diaz leads off the 5th inning as Scott Alexander and Ross Stripling, the lefty and righty respectively, represent double-barrel action in the Dodgers bullpen. Diaz drew a walk in his first plate appearance before John Gray came up and bunted into a double play. Diaz 3 hits and 10 at-bats to start his season. And first pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Diaz out of Venezuela looked to start the season as the everyday catcher for Kyle Freeland. Freeland now on the injured list. A 1 pitch is swung on and pulled foul. Fouled the other way, rather, and it's quickly 0-2 on Diaz. Diaz impressed enough against Lucchesi in his first start against lefties to start against a couple more lefties in Price and now Wood, as that one's taken high and away. Diaz only hit .241 last year with the Pirates. .296 on base percentage and .307 slugging, but over the past few seasons he has really hit lefties well. Getting on base over a third of the time against them, hitting for some power as well. 1-2 pitch is strike 3 called in the inside corner. That's out number 1. 4th strikeout of the day for Alex Wood.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Gray.
Bring up John Gray, who bunted into a double play his first time up. He couldn't do that now even if he wanted to. As no one is on base, the first pitch is swung on and chopped foul. Gray 0 for 3 at the plate to begin his year. Does have 1 major league home run, which was really hit far at Coors Field, a straightaway center. That swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 on Gray. Spent his entire career with the Rockies, 5 years. Born in Oklahoma. The 0-2 pitch swung on and popped up. shallow into right center field. Bellinger coming in makes the catch for out number 2, and that'll turn the lineup over now for David Dahl. It's 76 pitches now for Wood. 45 have been strikes. Dahl has a walk and a double in this game. Also scored a run on the 3-run homer by McMahon. And he checks swings at a pitch low, ball 1. Dahl also had a double in yesterday's ball game, was 1 for 4. And correct that, Dahl did not score on the home run. He scored on the RBI double from Arenado last inning. 1-0 pitch is taken high, 2-0. So 143. You can see how quickly you can get that batting average up. Dahl came into the game with a 100 batting average, just needed 1 hit to get to 143. He swings and pops one up. It is the pitcher, Wood, going over towards the line to make the catch. And that'll retire the side. It's 4-2 Rockies going to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning, 4-2 Rockies. Will Smith grounded out his first time up. He leads off. 2 hits and 13 at-bats to start the year for Smith. First pitch from Gray is swung on and missed for strike 1. Smith has scored a couple runs over his last handful of games. The 0-1 from Gray is taken for a strike quickly, 0-2. Smith a 1.9 WAR last year. And under 200 plate appearances. Hit 253. There he swings and misses, and that's strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout from Gray. That's a good way to start this 5th inning. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. And Alex Wood's night is done as we have a pinch hitter now.
Number 3.
This is our first look at Chris Taylor this year. It's only 5 innings of work for Alex Wood. First pitch from Gray to Taylor is a strike on the inside corner. He has only thrown 4 pitches in this inning. All have been strikes. There's an 0-1 from Gray to Taylor, who's hitting .333 on the young season. That one's outside. 5th round pick back in the 2012 draft was Taylor. Started his career with the Seattle Mariners. Didn't really get things going until he joined the Dodgers. So we can say for quite a few hitters. That one's taken inside. Max Muncy. Justin Turner. Chris Taylor. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and lined up the middle into center field, a base hit. So 1-out single for the pinch hitter Taylor. That'll bring up Justin Turner, 2-run home run in yesterday's ball game. That would tie the game if he were to hit it here. He's 0 for 2. Fly out and a pop out. He's 4 for 20. Nice. 200 batting average on the year. First pitch from Gray is taken high. Bud Black flashing the signs. Turner has 2 home runs already on the young season. Ryan McMahon with that 3-run home run has given the Rockies a 4-2 lead, and also he becomes the first hitter not named Nolan Arenado to homer this year for the Rockies. As Turner fouls one to the seats, 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1-1 is swung on and flared towards right field. Blackman is going over. He's got a beat on it. Makes the catch for out number 2. And Taylor will remain at first base. It's pretty good speed over there. So a few errors from the Rockies in yesterday's ball game. Looking cleaner out there tonight. As Corey Seager bats, he's 0 for 2, fly out and a line out. 3 hits and 17 at bats on the young season. 2 outs and a runner on first. First pitch from Gray to Seager is swung on and missed. Seager won the Silver Slugger Award in 2017 at shortstop when he had a very good, healthy campaign. Next pitch will be number 75 on the day for Gray. And it's taken high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes a 1-1 delivery. It's swung on and lined on a hop to third. Arenado goes to second for the force, and that'll retire the side. We're through 5 innings. It's 4-2 Rockies as big hitters are due up. Story, Blackmon, and Arenado in the 6th.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher for the Dodgers will be Ross Stripling. He's gotten into 3 games this year, 5 walks, and 1 strikeout. So that's not a very good ratio in a very brief sample. As Dylan Floro and Blake Trinan are warming up. 3-batter minimum rule this year. We'll see Stripling at least pitch to 3 hitters. His first pitch strike at the knees to Trevor Story. Mentioned Trinan in yesterday's broadcast was one of the best closers in baseball in 2018 with the Oakland Athletics, then really struggled in 2019, ended up being non-tendered by the A's, when the Dodgers took a flyer on a 1-year contract with him. Story swings and pulls one foul. It's quickly 0-2 on Story. Oh-2 pitch, slow and away. What we like to say at Purple Row about the Dodgers is that they play money ball with money. With the highest payrolls in the game, they can afford to splurge on free agents, but they also have the analytics and the ability to cash in on some underrated players. Here comes a 2-2 from Stripling to Story. And it's taken high. Full count now with Charlie Blackmon waiting on deck. He's looking for another opportunity to get that batting average back up. 3-2 to Story, swung on and lined towards left field. Going back on this one is Betts. He's got it in range to make the catch for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie.
And that will bring up Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 2 on the year, on the day. Strikeout and a ground out, 6 for 23 on the year. Nice night in Los Angeles. It's the first pitch to Blackmon is swung on and pulled foul. Blackmon 2 for 13 in his career against Stripling, so Stripling has handled him well. And that pitch is taken for a strike. Comes an 0-2 delivery from Stripling to Blackmon. And it's taken inside. Setting up outside, and the pitch is right down the pipe, but it's swung on and missed by Blackmon for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Really appreciate how MLB The Show factors in the Beethoven's Fifth Symphony music for when a opposing player strikes out at Dodger Stadium. Nolan Arenado swings and grounds one foul. And this is Ben Kuchner-Kalvich with Purple Row, and we want to let you know this broadcast is not affiliated with MLB The Show 20, Major League Baseball, or the Colorado Rockies. Nolan Arenado 1 for 2 today with an RBI double. The 0-1 pitch is a check swing, and Arenado could not hold up in time. 2 for 3 in yesterday's ball game with that 3-run home run. Arenado looking to get things going on the year. Offense looking a little better as of late. He swings and yanks one foul. Here comes the 0-2. That one's high and away, ball 1. And we'll do a 1-2 pitch. It is swung on and missed. So Stripling works a 1-2-3 inning, makes some Rockies hitters look foolish there. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-2 Rockies have the lead. John Gray working in the bottom of the 6th. He's at 76 pitches. First batter he will face is Mookie Betts, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout today. 2 for 17 on the season. First pitch from Gray to Betts is taken inside. Betts, one of the best players in the American League when he was with the Boston Red Sox. Swings and fouls one out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Traded along with David Price, who we saw in yesterday's game get the start. The Dodgers. Alex Verdugo and one of the top prospects in the Dodgers system, Jeter Downs, going over to the Red Sox. So it'll be interesting to see if Jeter makes his debut for the Red Sox. That'll be interesting to see a Jeter on the Red Sox. It's a pitch low. Cody Bellinger waiting on deck. It's a 3-1 count. And they're setting up high, and the 3-1 pitch is swung on and grounded to third. Arenado makes the play. It's out number 1. About as sure-handed as you can get over there at third base with Nolan Arenado. Run out of adjectives to describe how sure-handed he is there at third base. Cody Bellinger, the batter, 1 for 2, single and a run scored, 4 for 18 to begin the year. First pitch from Gray is swung on and chopped foul. See those excellent numbers, 11 for 18. That's over a 600 batting average in Bellinger's career against Gray. His 0-1 pitch is swung on and chopped foul. 83 pitches now for Gray. Really just had to work in that second inning, the inning in which he gave up those 2 runs on the 2-run double to Gavin Lux. Otherwise, he's pitched very well today. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Bellinger has struck out twice today against Gray. It's the 5th strikeout of his day. John Gray now 28 years old, so he's at the peak of his performance. So Muncy takes a pitch for a strike. So it stands to reason we have yet to see potentially the best from John Gray and what he has to offer in his career. Max Muncy base hit in this game. Run scored as well. 0-1 pitch from Gray is swung on and foul back. Quickly 0-2 on Muncy as Gray's trying to work a very quick 6th inning. Comes the 0-2. Swung on and pulled foul. Shawnee, Oklahoma. That's where the 6'4" Gray is from as he delivers a pitch high and away. Comes a 1-2 to Muncy. That's also high and away. Next pitch, number 90 for Gray. Is swung on and missed. He got him on a pitch in the dirt. Diaz picks it up, throws to first, and that will retire the side. We go to the 7th. Gray might have bought himself another inning with that excellent 6th inning. It's 4-2 Rockies.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Lefty Scott Alexander comes on to pitch now for the Dodgers. 3 strikeouts and 1 walk in 2 1/3 innings to begin the year. A 15.43 ERA. That's a bit unsightly. He'll face a couple lefties in Murphy and McMahon.
The first baseman, Daniel.
Murphy has a walk and a run scored in this game. First pitch from Alexander. It's taken outside. So a lot of lefties in the Rockies order, but they also hit good against southpaws. 1-0 pitch. That hits Murphy on the backside, and he will take first base to lead off this inning.
Second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
We'll bring up Ryan McMahon. I mentioned McMahon's reverse splits in his career. Dahl and Blackman both hit lefties very well. Murphy hit lefties better than he hit righties in 2019 at least. Let's look back at the 4th inning at what Ryan McMahon did. Absolute titanic blast to right field, a 3-run shot that gave the Rockies and still gives them a 4-2 lead. First home run of the year was that for McMahon. First home run for the Rockies, not hit by Nolan Arenado. So he's 1 for 2 today, and the first pitch from Alexander is taken for a strike on the outside corner. And that was off a lefty, the lefty Alex Wood. It was an 0-1 from Alexander with Murphy on first base with nobody out. That one's outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is taken outside. 2-1 the count. McMahon and the Rockies both really needed that big hit he got, that 3-run home run. As McMahon was off to a very rough start to the season, even in comparison to the rest of the struggling Rockies top of the order. The 2-1 pitch is taken inside. 3 balls and a strike now with Ian Desmond waiting on deck, and he likes to hit lefties quite a bit. Alexander, you saw that ERA up over 15 on the young season. And he's struggling to start this 7th. It was a 3-1 to Ryan McMahon. It swung on and missed for strike 2. Alexander takes a look at first base, and the 3-2 pitch to McMahon is swung on and hit in the air to right. Over to make the catch is Bellinger. Murphy will stay put at first, and that's out number 1. Another good swing for McMahon, but that's out number 1. Brings up Ian Desmond. 0-for-2 strikeout and a ground out, trying to keep that hitting streak alive. He's hit in the first 5 games of the season. And lefty is usually a good bet for Desmond to continue. First pitch from Alexander now is swung on in line foul. Desmond drafted by the Montreal Expos in 2004, one of the last remaining players to be drafted by Montreal. 1 pitch, swung on and grounded to first base. Muncy goes to second for 1. Return throw by Seager is in the dirt, but it's dug out by Muncy, and that'll retire the side. So looking a bit scarce for Desmond if he wants to continue that hitting streak. 7th inning stretch now. It's 4-2 Rockies. Bottom of the 7th, 4-2 Rockies. John Gray still out there with Jairo Diaz and Carlos Estevez warming up in the bullpen in case of emergency. 0-for-2 is Jock Peterson today. Strikeout and a flyout. Gray at 90 pitches. Trying to get through 7, and he's in line to get his first win of the season here as a ground ball foul down the first base line. See Peterson struggling numbers against Gray in his career, 5-for-32. 0-1 pitch, swung on and pulled foul. Quickly 0-2 on Peterson. As Gray could use a quick inning here. We saw German Marquez in his first start of the season. Bud Black allowed him to go over 110 pitches as Peterson fouls another one off. So Gray continues to work ahead of him. Comes another 0-2, and that one's low and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Very good to see Gray going deep into this one, though. The Rockies bullpen could use a break. It's a ground ball foul. 15-inning, extra inning game. Every single reliever except Yancy Almonte got into that one. Then Yancy got into yesterday's game. It was a swing and a ground ball foul. So he's looking like a good plate appearance rather, for Jock Peterson. 58 of 96 pitches on the day for strikes for Gray. Use some quick outs here. And that one's grounded fair down the third base line. No one was over towards the line as they had him shifted to pull. Desmond over to cut it off, and that's going to be a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 2nd for Jock Peterson. It's his first double of the young season. And if they had him played normal way, Arenado might have been able to get over there and make a diving play. Now it's Jake McGee joining Jairo Diaz in the bullpen. His first pitch to Gavin Lux is taken for a strike. He's the potential tying run now. He's responsible for the 2 runs on the board for the Dodgers. The 2-run double in his first plate appearance of the ballgame. He's been the best hitter for the Dodgers so far this year. Swings and chops one foul. And it's 0-2. Very brief sample size, but has a 667, so 2/3 of the time he's gotten a hit with runners in the scoring position this year. And the pitch from Gray is swung on and fouled out of play again. Over towards the Dodgers dugout. Nobody out. That was pitch number 100 of the day for John Gray. He's got Peterson at second base after his double. And that one's low and away to Lux. The 1-2 pitch, way inside. Count evens at 2. Stressful pitches now for John Gray. Up over 100 pitches. Nobody out here in this bottom of the 7th. Runner on second base. Potential tying run at the plate. And Gavin Lux, 2-2 pitch. He's swung on and grounded to second base weakly. McMahon up with it. Makes the play for out number 1. Advancing to third with 1 out is Jack Peterson. It'll bring up Will Smith. And Bud Black is out to make a pitching change, and it looks like it's going to be a double switch. He talks things over at the home plate umpire.
Ladies and gentlemen,
new pitcher will be Carlos Estevez.
For Colorado. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 54, Carlos Estevez. Now playing lefty and batting 9, number 12, with Owings.
And Chris Owings will take over in left field. Jairo Diaz is still up in the bullpen. Carlos Estevez, you saw that very high ERA, mostly due to that big 3-run home run he gave up in the first game of the year, but plenty of season to go for him. There's a strike. It was Diaz warming up in the bullpen, so Gray working into the 7th. Got 6 1/3 innings under his belt, and he's in line for the win. But that runner on third base is his responsibility. 0-1 from Estevez is swung on and chopped foul. It's quickly 0-2 on Will Smith. Smith last year, .337 on base percentage and very good power numbers. Again, not even 200 plate appearances, but he slugged .571. 0-2, his check swing, and he went too far. That is out number 2, a big second out now. As Dave Roberts, Dodgers manager, wonders why home plate umpire didn't get some help on that one. And A.J. Pollock will be called upon to pinch hit. First pitch from Estevez is taken for a strike. Pollock, .333 on the young season. He's pinch hitting here. There's not a whole lot of room in that Dodgers outfield with Mookie Betts, Jack Peterson, and Cody Bellinger. And swung on and popped in the air to center. Going back on it is Dahl. He's got to beat on this one, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So Estevez does his job. We go to the 8th. Diaz, Owings, and Dahl due up for the Rockies. Blake Treinen, new Dodgers pitcher. 2 games this year, 2 2/3 innings, 3 strikeouts, no walks as he looks to have a rebound campaign. First batter he will face is Elias Diaz, then Chris Owings, who came in as part of the double switch in that bottom of the 7th. Diaz has a walk in this game, otherwise 0 for 1. First pitch from Treinen is taken just a bit high. 55,440 in attendance. A rockin' house at Dodger Stadium. 1-0 pitch coming from Treinen, who's trying to get Diaz out. It's inside, 2-0. .2-0 pitch. Is on its way. And it's taken for a strike. It's a little bit inexplicable sometimes what happens to pitchers who have an outstanding year then absolutely go off the rails. That happened for Treinen last year. It happened for Kyle Freeland. who we should see back not too long here. He's expected to have the minimum amount of time spent on the 15-day disabled list with that broken cheek. That one's down and in, 3 balls and a strike. Chris Owings again waiting on deck. He came in to left field. So Desmond out of the game. Desmond will not get an opportunity to continue that hitting streak. That'll come to an end with the first 5 games of the season. So 3-1 now from Trinan to Diaz. It's high and away, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Elias Diaz.
Now back.
Catching in back-to-back games. Tony Wolters caught all 15 innings of that final game in San Diego, and the last 2 starting matchups have offered left-handed pitchers from the Dodgers. So Diaz has gotten the start. Chris Owings has a hit in 2 at-bats, so he's hitting .500. Also has a walk. First pitch from Trinan is taken high. Rockies have hit into 3 double plays tonight. Trevor Story has one of those. Daniel Murphy has one of those. And John Gray bunted into one of those. And Trinan is no doubt looking for a similar outcome here. 1-0 to Owings is taken for a strike. Owings very poor numbers with the Red Sox and Royals last year. Rockies hoping for a rebound campaign. -1 WAR for Owings last year. And the pitch is high. Owings signing a minor league deal with the Rockies this offseason. Did make the team out of spring training, though, as Spud Black values the versatility he can bring. Really can play any defensive position except catcher. Heck, maybe he could even pitch catcher in an emergency situation. There's the 2-1 from Trinan to Owings. It's taken for a strike. Count evens at 2. Owings last year only hit .139, a .209 on base percentage, and .233 slugging. 2-2 pitch is swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. And that will be out number 1. Diaz staying put at first base.
Now back. The center fielder.
And first base is occupied, so Owings does not have to run to first and does not have to be tagged out. And that swing and miss for strike 3 at the pitch in the dirt. That'll turn the lineup over now for David Dahl. First pitch from Trinan to Dahl is swung on and missed.
0-1.
Dahl 1 for 2 today, double and a run scored. 3 for 22, a 136 average to start the season, but still plenty of time to go, and Dahl has doubles now in 3 straight games. Going the first 3 games of the season without a hit. That one swung on and grounded to third. Turner goes to second for 1, back to first, and that's a double play. 4th double play grounded into tonight by the Rockies. And it's 4-2 Rockies. They hold on to their lead going to the bottom of the 8th.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Jairo Diaz, new pitcher for the Rockies in the 8th.
Now pitching for the Rockies.
See his numbers in 3 1/3 innings, 3 strikeouts and a walk. 2.70 ERA in his brief amount of time this year. Justin Turner will lead things off in the bottom of the 8th. Flied out in the 5th inning as part of his 0 for 3 day. He's 4 for 21 on the season now. So we've seen players in the Rockies and Dodgers lineup struggle to get things going early on. First pitch is swung on and chopped foul weakly off the bat of Turner for strike 1. A 1 pitch is taken low and away as the Dodgers organ plays, one of the most iconic elements of this ballpark. So in real life, the Dodgers were expected to host the All-Star Game this year. And with the new MLB-MLBPA deal, the postponement of the season, it's a ground ball back to the mound. Diaz makes the play for out number 1. There's the potential that the clubs are considering not having the All-Star Game at all this year. The Phillies are already scheduled for the 2022 game, but there hasn't been a team selected yet for 2023, so it's quite possible Dodgers could move to that slot. Just have to wait a couple more years for an All-Star game. Unless the CBA expires and they're not able to come to a new agreement and there's a work stoppage, but we'll focus on that later. Ground ball to short. Story kicks it, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop Story. He has Made a couple errors in last night's game. Now an error here in the bottom of the 8th. Not sure what's going on with Story. But very unusual to see from him, and that's just routine play. Used to seeing Story making highlight reel plays. He actually did make one of those in yesterday's ball game, along with the 2 errors. It's Mookie Betts as the batter, trying to get that average up. Only 111 to start his Dodgers tenure. It's 0 for 3, grounded out his last time up. That was in the 6th inning. And he could potentially get a big hit here as he's the potential tying run. First pitch from Diaz is taken low. 1-0 pitch is low and away, 2-0. And that's in there for a strike, 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch from Diaz is swung on and missed for strike 2. Comes a 2-2 offering. And it's swung on, broken back, ground ball to first base. Murphy will throw to second, but he'll make the motion to throw to second, but hold on to it. And then there's not enough time to get the runner, Betts, at first base. It's going to be an error on Murphy. Errors in back-to-back plate appearances now for Story, now Murphy. And that puts 2 runners on with 1 out for the Dodgers. Can't really afford to give this lineup its free base runners as Jake McGee comes into the game. 2 games on the year. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. It's a .338 average. Pitched much better in his second game. After that first game, he gave up the walk-off hit to Austin Hedges in the Padres series. Cody Bellinger, the batter, 1 for 3 in this game. He struck out a couple times against John Gray. Also got a hit. First pitch from McGee in a lefty-on-lefty matchup is swung on and missed. Bellinger hitting well with runners in scoring position in his brief sample to begin the year. Jake McGee, in the 3rd year of a $27 million deal, does have a club option for another season. McGee takes a look at second. Now his 0-1 pitch to Bellinger, swung on and missed for strike 2. Good job by McGee to work ahead of Bellinger quickly. 0-2 pitch is outside. Bellinger representing the potential go-ahead run after 2 errors by Story, and then Murphy put a couple runners on for the Dodgers. One-two pitch. It's outside. Error on a routine play for Story, then mostly a mental error for Murphy, not knowing which base he should throw to. 2-2 pitch coming now, and that one's down and in. Count goes full. And McGee, after getting ahead of Bellinger 0-2, is a pitch away from loading the bases for Max Muncy with 1 out here in the 8th. Comes a 3-2 from McGee. Takes a look at second. On the stretch, his pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's out number 2. And a huge out number 2 as McGee strikes out Bellinger. We'll bring up Max Muncy. 2 outs now and 2 on. Tyler Kinley and Wade Davis warming up in the bullpen. Davis would come on in the bottom of the 9th if it's a save situation. First pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Diaz. Muncy 1 for 2 today, single and a run scored. He's up to 4 hits and 16 at-bats on the season now. Davis pitched well in yesterday's ball game after giving up the save, blowing the save. In the previous game, there's a ground ball hit to second base. McMahon is there to make the play. And the Rockies get out of trouble. 2 errors end up not hurting them, thank goodness. And we go to the ninth. Rockies trying for some insurance. They have big hitters up to do it. Story, Blackman, Arenado. They lead 4-2. Trevor Story 0 for 3 in this game. He leads off the top of the ninth in a 4-2 game. So Rockies trying to win this early season series against the Dodgers. Blake Trinan still on the hill for his second inning of work. First pitch is taken outside. Story is due for a hit. One-0 pitch from Trinan. It is just a bit inside. Two-0. Swung on and pulled foul. Story in a predictable fastball count now. It's 2-1. With nobody out here in the top of the ninth, Rockies looking for some insurance before Wade Davis comes in the bottom of the ninth. One's outside, 3 balls and a strike. Charlie Blackman waiting on deck. It's a 3-1. It swung on and grounded towards second base. On the backhand is Lux. He makes the play for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackman.
1 out, that'll bring up Charlie Blackman. He's 0 for 3 today. 6 for 24 to begin the year. And first pitch is taken for a strike. Interesting to see how they're using Trinan, the Dodgers. Multiple innings of work. So they tried to get a bounce-back season from him. 0-1 pitch to Blackman is down and in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Julio Teheran got his first win of the day for the Angels, win of the year for the Angels. Jordan Lyles taking the loss in his first start for the Rangers as Blackman takes a strike. 9-6, Angels beat the Rangers. Robinson Chirinos hitting a homer for the Rangers. He was a potential target for the Rockies this offseason as they were looking for some catching help. There's a 1-2 pitch to Blackman. And it's taken low. Count evens at 2. Edwin Encarnacion hit his second home run of the year for the White Sox in their 13-7 win over Cleveland. Encarnacion signing a deal with the White Sox this offseason. That one's taken high. Count goes full on Blackman. Nolan Arenado waiting on deck. And the 3-2. Swung on and chopped foul at the plate. Hyunjin Ryu getting the win for the Blue Jays, 3-0 over the Reds in his first start for the Toronto Blue Jays. Former Los Angeles Dodger. It's actually a complete game shutout for Ryu. There's a swing and a ground ball into the shift. Second baseman Lux is there to make the play for out number 2. That'll leave it up to Nolan Arenado. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. As Blake Trinan gets ready to throw his 25th pitch of the game. Arenado 1 for 3. Single RBI run scored in this game. 5 for 19. That's a .263 batting average on the year. First pitch from Trinan to Arenado. It's taken low and away.
Wait, ball 1.
And that one's in the dirt, 2-0. .2-0 pitch. It's way outside. 3 balls and no strike. Daniel Murphy is waiting on deck as they look like they might not want a whole lot to do with Arenado here. 3-0 pitch from Trinan. He swung on and pulled foul. Arenado was not waiting around. That was an inviting fastball at the top of the zone, and he went after it on 3-0. It's a 3-1 count now. Pitch from Trinan is taken outside, ball 4. Arenado draws a 2-out walk, and Daniel Murphy will come to the plate as the Rockies look to extend their lead before Wade Davis enters in the bottom of the 9th. Murphy's gone on base a couple times today, a hit by pitch and a walk, and he has scored a run. Just without the benefit of a hit. Arenado on first and 2 outs. Pitch from Trinan to Murphy is taken for a strike in the inside corner. Murphy has good numbers in his career against Trinan. Very brief sample, though. He's just 3 for 6 with 2 doubles. And the 0-1 offering is high.
Look out, 1-1.
Here comes a 1-1 pitch. And that one's low. 2-1 the count on Murphy. Again, Arenado on first base after the walk. He's there with 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning, 4-2 Rockies. They're trying to take the first series of the season against LA. Swinging a ground ball the other way off the bat of Murphy. Count evens at 2. He's Trinan up over 30 pitches. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Wade Davis will come on to try to close it out in a 4-2 Rockies lead. Peterson, Lux, and Smith will be the batters he faces. 6, 7, 8 hitters.
Your attention, please.
Wade Davis on the hill, 3 appearances. 1 blown save, 2 saves that he has locked down. Looked very good in yesterday's ball game. 1-2-3 inning he worked. In his first appearance of the season, got a save, but did give up a run, and then gave up a game-tying home run to Francisco Mejia. In his second appearance of the season, Peterson swings, hits a fly ball to center field. Dahl's going back on this one, and he's going to have to play that one off the wall. That is going to be a leadoff double for Jock Peterson. That brings the potential tying run to the plate. Second double of the game for Peterson, second double of the year as well. That one was hit very well into center field. So, Gavin Lux, the batter, he's responsible for driving in the 2 runs today for the Dodgers with a 2-run double. Give the Dodgers an early 2-0 lead. He takes a pitch high. 5 for 17 start to the year for Lux. Leadoff double in this bottom of the 9th for Jock Peterson. Nobody out, and Lux is the potential tying run at the plate. The pitch is swung on and pulled foul. Davis, an 8.65 ERA a year ago, pitched a little bit better on the road. Takes a look at second, and his 1-1 pitch to Lux is swung on and missed for strike 2. Diaz offering his encouragement to Davis after that swing and miss. And a 1-2 pitch coming from Davis. And it is a check swing. They'll appeal to third, and Lux did not go. That's count evens at 2 now. Nobody out here in this bottom of the 9th inning. Davis trying to lock down the save and the first series win of the year for the Rockies. There's a pitch high, and the count goes full. Will Smith waiting on deck. Remember, Will Smith had a walk-off homer against the Rockies last year. "3-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Going out is the second baseman, McMahon. He's under it. He makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Will Smith now, 0 for 3 in this game. Last year, Dodgers made Major League history with 3 consecutive walk-off home runs, all by rookies, and that came against the against the Rockies in their series here in LA. It was Matt Beatty, Alex Verdugo, and Will Smith, all hitting home runs to walk it off against the Rockies in that series. Davis trying to prevent Will Smith from doing so here. He can't hit a walk-off, but could tie this game. The pitch is taken low, 2-0. Smith is the potential tying run with Peterson on second base after a leadoff double to straightaway center, and it's a 2-0 count on Smith. The pitch is low and away, 3 balls and no strikes. Pitcher spot is waiting on deck. We'll undoubtedly see a pinch hitter for Blake Trinan, who worked 2 innings of scoreless ball. And the 3-0 is swung on and lined into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Peterson will make it to third. He had to wait to see if that one would drop, and there are runners on the corners with 1 out now. See who's on the Dodgers bench. You have Austin Barnes, DJ Peters, and Kike Hernandez. We'll see who they elect to go with here for Trinan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Dodgers, number 70.
And it is Kike Hernandez. He represents the potential winning run, as the tying run is now on first base with 1 out. First pitch from Davis is swung on and fouled back. So this is DJ Peters, not Kike Hernandez. Pitch from Davis is taken inside, ball 1. None of these wins this year so far have come particularly easy for the Rockies. They're still trying to get the 4th win of the season here. 1-1 pitch, swung on and fouled out of play. 1-2 the count now on DJ Peters. This would be a very big out number 2. And the 1-2 is swung on and chopped foul. Very nice looking 1-2-3 outing for Davis in yesterday's game to lock down his 2nd save of the season in 3 opportunities. The pitch is just a little bit low. The count evens at 2. Here comes a 2-2. It's swung on and pulled foul. We'll do it again. '18th pitch of the day coming from Davis. And his 2-2 again is swung on and hit in the air towards left center field. This is fairly deep. That's headed up the gap. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. It's going to get a run home to make it 4-3. As Peterson scores. And there are runners on second and third now. That's an RBI double for DJ Peters, his first Major League hit and first Major League RBI. We have runners on second and third with 1 out now. As they get that baseball for Peters. Justin Turner will be the batter. He's 0 for 4 today. So, tying run now on third base with 1 out, and the winning run at second base in scoring position. Four, 3 Rockies. And we're going to have a pitching change now. Tyler Kinley is going to come on as Bud Black is not taking any more chances with Wade Davis. See, very good start to the year for Kinley. He has pitched 2 innings, struck out 3 batters, hasn't given up a hit to a righty yet. First batter he faces is Justin Turner. We mentioned 0 for 4 today, 4 for 22 on the season. Winning run is in scoring position. Tyler Kinley is thrown into the fire. First pitch to Turner is a pitch out, and nothing's happening. Interesting decision to pitch out there, but the Rockies are trying to see if they could catch the runner. Peters napping at second base, maybe still feeling some adrenaline from his first major league hit in RBI. It's a 1-0 to Turner from Kinley. That one's taken low. To a pitch, swung on and fouled, out of play, 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch is taken inside corner for a called strike. Count evens at 2. Two-two pitch coming from Kinley. 2 runners in the scoring position. The tying run at third. That was taken for strike 3, and he got him on strikes. That's out number 2. See Scott Oberg and James Pazos warming up in case their services are needed in the Rockies bullpen. Corey Seager, the batter, he's 0 for 4 today. Dodgers down to their final out, still do have 2 runners in scoring position. Seager pulls one foul for strike 1. Very stressful pitches here in the bottom of the 9th. The 1 pitch is taken for a strike at the knees, and now Kinley just needs 1 more strike to lock this one down. Oh, 2 pitch from Kinley, runners on second and third. Corey Seager, the batter, the pitch is taken high and tight. Ball 1. Tying run at third, winning run at second base. 2 outs and a 1-2 count on Seager. Pitch from Kinley from the stretch. Wade Davis started this inning. Kinley's 1-2 is swung on and lines on a hop to short. Story throws to first and got him. And that is the ball game. Tyler Kinley saves the Rockies in the bottom of the 9th, and they have won their first series of the season. They'll go for the sweep tomorrow. It's Ryan McMahon, the big hitter today, with a 3-run home run. We'll see who gets player of the game honors. McMahon certainly a candidate for that. John Gray pitched into the 7th today. He pitched well. Be interesting to see how long the Rockies go with Wade Davis as their closer. After a blown save a couple days ago, and Bud Black did not feel comfortable with going with him for the rest of this one. Had to go to Tyler Kinley to get the save, and that was his first of the year. But a huge 2 outs from Kinley with runners on second and third. Player of the game will be Ryan McMahon, his 3-run home run, giving the Rockies the lead that they did not relinquish. John Gray gets the win, 6 1/3 innings. 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 earned runs. David Dahl goes 1 for 3 with a double. Nolan Arenado also 1 for 3. Elias Diaz drew a couple walks. Jock Peterson had 2 hits, 2 doubles for the Dodgers. Alex Wood gets the loss for LA, going 5 innings, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 4 earned runs. This has been Ben Kuchnikavich for Purple Row. Thank you for tuning in to this simulation game. Rockies go for the sweep over the Dodgers tomorrow.